love Sheldon. I am so happy right now.
She get the bottom of the barrel type of dudes.
I do love her, but I have a wall up.
It's gotten to the point where I don't hear from him all day.
Galen's the only one showing up for this relationship.
My match is supposed to be Sheldon, but he's not here.
She does have concerns about us not spending time together.
Sheldon, why are you doing this? Can you at least be considerate enough to call me?
This girl's father just died, and you're telling me you're too busy?
I can't be with her 24 hours a day.
He did not come. Sheldon was nowhere around. I haven't been able to grieve over my dad's death. And not one time have you said, baby, come here, let me give you a hug.
Sheldon is cold-hearted.
Friends and family, mind your business.
Do y'all think I'm that far gone where I need a professional?
Yes.
Galen and Sheldon have been in a troubled relationship for 7 months. Her cousin and friends want it to end. They've asked me to step in and help. Galen is an ambitious businesswoman who's gotten involved with a man who her family and friends think is emotionally unavailable. They watched her try desperately to gain his attention, but they don't think he's capable of showing up for this relationship. They're worried their generous friend is losing herself while replaying lessons learned in childhood. And they've asked me to help end this unhealthy relationship with a love intervention.
He won't drag her down because I won't let that happen.
You almost got it.
Almost. My name is Galen. I'm 29 years old, and I am Sheldon's girlfriend.
So go back there. My name is Sheldon. I'm 33 years old, and we've been dating now 6 to 7 months.
Sheldon and I met at a networking event, and I approached Sheldon, and I gave him my card, and he said we should talk and collaborate. I do music.
I'm a musician, producer. I'm self-employed. I was actually raised in church. That's how I actually first started playing. And that's my foundation, because if I don't do church, nothing else goes right.
That's beautiful. What's the name of that?
Galen.
Sheldon is talented. He's very handsome. He has this New York swag. He's from Rochester, New York, and it's different. You know, I'm in the South, so I like his little charm. I kind of feel like I'm spoiled sometimes when I'm around him.
I'm definitely attracted to Galen. She's definitely a beautiful person.
I love Sheldon. I do, and I don't want to tell him that because I don't want him to run off and get scared. Men, are afraid of the L word.
I do love her, and I care about her a lot, but I have a wall up that keeps me from falling in love so soon.
I am, so happy right now. I just fall in love quickly, and when I do, it's so hard. I'm in love in 2 weeks, the same amount of time that someone's in love for 20 years. I want to feel like I'm a guy's priority, and I just feel like I'm a queen when I'm with him, and that's what I want. Are you enjoying this time?
Yeah, I am. I like her drive, her ambition. She's a go-getter.
I've been working on the website. It's almost done. I am a fashion show producer, and I'm getting ready to launch my company, Grits Production, and Grits is for Girl Raised in the South. Sandy, I have Sheldon here. We're finally all working together because I've been working with him, and I'm working with you, so we all can be on the same page. My first event that I'm producing is a speed dating event. Sandy is a great friend of mine. She's also my business partner. It's going to help me plan the speed dating event, and it's for women with curves and men who love women with curves.
We're gonna have 2 artists to perform and a DJ.
I want to have a little entertainment in it, so Sheldon's in charge of the music and getting the artists to come and perform.
So 2 artists, a live band, and a DJ?
The band is playing with the artist.
That's a way for both of us to work together. It's really my excuse to spend more time with him. Let's go ahead and wrap that up. We need to get this ball rolling. Everything needs to be done tonight. This is like the longest relationship I've been in a while. It's going on like 7 months now, but we have our ups and downs. Don't make me fall, Sheldon.
She does have a couple concerns about us not spending time together, but we're working on it. That's it, grab it, here we go.
It's definitely a physical relationship. We do very well in that department. But my favorite thing to do with Sheldon is just to spend time with him. Sometimes it's frustrating because his work takes most of his time.
I'm trying to set myself up in my career to where I need to be really fast.
His thing is, when we're busy, this is what happens when we're in the industry. That's a sacrifice we have to make. But it's gotten to the point where I'm here at home and I don't hear from him all day.
Audio at the top. Even though I want the relationship and the relationship is there, I need her to understand that I can't be with her 24 hours a day. It's gonna take time to get where we need to be.
Oh my gosh, stop it. Stop it. You can't do anything out in this park, so.
From what I have to offer Galen, I'm gonna be able to offer stability, love, support. Just me itself is enough to keep her, I think.
I really see myself having a future with Sheldon because I see us being like a power couple in Atlanta.
Galen sees her and Sheldon as a power couple, and I don't understand it because she is the only one showing up for this relationship.
She thinks she has someone on her side. She thinks she's in a relationship with Sheldon, but Galen gets nothing.
Galen chooses a man poorly, and they may fit the description of a good man as far as looks are concerned, but deep down inside, like, they really scrubs.
But what else is out there?
Don't lower your standards just to have somebody.
Come on in and have a seat.
What else? Do y'all think I'm that far gone where I need a professional?
Yes, I think.
Galen has been dating Sheldon for 7 months, and her friends and family are concerned that Galen is giving all her love away to a guy that's just not committed to her.
Sheldon is an egotistical, selfish, self-serving, immature boy. I wouldn't even call him a man.
He's just using her for a booty call or as a stepping stone, to get himself in the game.
I don't like this relationship because it is one-sided.
Galen is wasting her time with Sheldon. He is not gonna give her what she deserves or what she needs.
I should give you directions. Hey, girl.
Give me love.
You look good.
My name is Yasha, and I've known Galen since high school.
Okay, hide me because I'm underdressed.
Galen is a sweetheart. Anyone that meets her will see that she has a heart of gold, and Galen's big heart has gotten her into trouble many times with men.
Galen, when the last time you been on time for real?
Oh, they ready for the Jay-Z concert?
Don't worry, I'll wait. Galen chooses a man poorly, and they may fit the description of a good man as far as looks are concerned, but deep down inside, like, they really scrubs, losers.
Sheldon does not treat Galen well. Sheldon will look at other women, and she's kind of getting a little antsy about that.
Girl, stop.
I bought her some lingerie. Okay, I'm not crazy about Sheldon. I don't really care for the guy.
OMG.
I like this one the best.
But my friend really, really cares about him. She seems to be head over heels. So I thought that buying this lingerie might help boost her confidence some and make him pay more attention to her.
What's this?
This is my gift from me and Sheldon, from Yasha.
Oh, man.
Me and Sheldon.
I'm really worried about Galen because Sheldon is just using her. He's looking for that handout. He don't want to work for it.
7 is very protective of me because he doesn't want to see me hurt.
Sheldon only makes time for Galen when it's for his benefit. Galen's connected in the fashion industry and some of the music world. She knows people that he wants to get to know. So when she says, oh, I'm having this event or this mixer and such is gonna be there, he'll show up for his benefit. But just because she wanted him to go, I don't think so. I remember one time she went out and bought all these ingredients for his steak dinner, and she was so excited to cook this big steak dinner for him. And he stood her up, didn't call her, didn't answer her calls, didn't text her back. She was so upset she cried on the phone with me because she was so excited to, cook for him. Sheldon has stood her up several dates, several times when she needed him.
Galen doesn't understand that what I'm doing now is really setting us up for our future. I can't be with her 24 hours a day and still do what I need to do.
This is the wig I wear for Sheldon, and he's like a kid in the candy store when I wear this because it's so different than my natural kinky curly hair. And so this is what I usually wear when I'm visiting Sheldon. It's like I'm an actress, I'm putting on a role for him. Like this is his idea of what his sexy girlfriend looks like. Hey baby, I was just calling to see if you were still coming. I ordered food and I got what you wanted and your usual. So it should be here in like an hour, so just come over.
Galen called me and said Sheldon stood her up once again. So I headed over there to have dinner with her, and Shamanda came as well.
Y'all hungry or what?
I'm starving.
Yes. I came to offer her some support, actually on my way out on a date with my boyfriend. So I just wanted to be a good friend and support her since I know she was down about that.
Well, he was supposed to be here tonight, so I'm glad y'all came, because I kept calling and he never answered. I called his niece, I called Ty.
Really?
That's too much.
She said that. What you mean that's too much? It's not like I'm stalking, like...
I want some more of that.
I'm concerned about where he is.
Galen, like most women, believe, hey, I'm gonna give you the best me possible in hopes that you're going to reciprocate. Not knowing that by doing too much, you stop the other person from giving an equal amount to the relationship.
Okay, well, tell me this. How much space is too much space? Or how much space do you give your boo?
We don't even define how much space we give each other. If we make plans, then we follow through with our plans, unless there is some emergency that neither one of us can control.
I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's a very busy person. He's in the music industry.
There we go. You're making excuses for him again, Galen.
It's not excuses, it's the facts. Like, he is in the music industry. He is in the studio all night.
The biggest issue is probably the time factor. It's pretty rough being in a relationship with anybody that's in entertainment because I might work 11, 12 hours that day and it's just rough to make time.
I know you think that I give him a hard time and I'm not fair when it comes to him, but it's because I love you. And I see all through him. He's not for you, Galen.
They have ill feelings towards Sheldon. I'm always going to Shamanda and Yasha, telling them about the negative things about Sheldon. So, what can you expect? In all fairness to him, he's not here to defend himself, and I'm
never here.
I'm glad he's not, because I would have something to say to him.
This is not right. This is something women do all the time. They get together, they get catty, and they talk about men.
At dinner, Galen kept making all these excuses for Sheldon, even though he's not right and he doesn't treat her right. It's a trip.
In the beginning, he wined and dined me.
And that's it. And that's it.
In the beginning, I did not like him because I saw where we were headed. And now we're sitting here having his dinner again. That's crazy. It's time to let the relationship go.
But what else is out there in Atlanta? What else is out there? It's 20-to-1 ratio, women to men. Why should I leave him?
Why should you stay?
In dating, like most things, perception is reality. And if you believe within the African-American community that there's a shortage of men, of course you're gonna date and be pressed. You're not gonna know your worth, and you're gonna put up with more than you probably should. You're gonna do things like settling for Mr. Right now versus Mr. Right.
You don't see it, Galen, because you're in it, but we're
I see
outside.
it. No, I
so we
see
see it
it
more than you do.
But
what is it that you see?
It is very hard not to really shake her, but I don't want her to not care to share and not feel like she can call on me. So I just have to let my guard down a lot of times and be there for her and just listen to her.
how about we do this? Let's just see how he acts at the speed dating event. I think that's going to bring us closer together.
Galen's friends see Galen as a prize, and they're concerned she doesn't see it for herself. What Galen needs to realize is that time is precious. So the more time she wastes with Sheldon, who's emotionally disconnected, she could be spending that time building a real relationship with a guy who's willing to reciprocate the kind of love that she deserves.
When friends and family begin to speak into a relationship, it does have an effect. And I've learned not to bring friends and family into my relationship because once we've ironed out everything and we're in a good place, friends and family, they're still in the bad place.
I don't like this relationship because Sheldon is not reliable, not dependable. Sheldon does not always tell the truth.
I want to say to friends and family, mind your business.
Sheldon, you said you were going to be here.
This girl's father just died, and you're telling me you're too busy?
Sheldon was nowhere around.
Are you aware of why you still pursue Sheldon?
When you find a man, you got to hold on to him.
Galen has a history of choosing emotionally unavailable men, and after only 7 months of dating, she's fallen deeply in love with Sheldon, a man who her friends think is totally unavailable, and they want Galen to end this relationship.
We are headed to Griffin, where I grew up. I'm going to meet my friend, Shamanda, and my mom. She's been waiting to talk to me about Sheldon. And I've mentioned Sheldon to her, but she has yet to meet Sheldon, and I'm very anxious to see what she has to say to me.
Hi.
Hi, sweetie.
What took you so long?
Well, I didn't know your mother was bringing me.
I feel like she's very wise.
Well, that's his picture I saw on the laptop.
Yes, that was Sheldon's picture you saw on the laptop.
Anytime you're going out with somebody, you need to bring them to let them meet your parents.
I never met her family, but I have talked to her mom. We actually was in a plan to have like a sit-down or whatever, but her dad wasn't up to it.
Sheldon has charisma. He did when we first started dating, when he was taking me out.
Okay.
The first 3 weeks, he had a lot of charisma. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe he lost it. Maybe it fell somewhere.
He got you.
You think he was just doing that to get me?
Yes. But if you call yourself that this is your guy, then he need to step up to the plate.
Fine.
Don't lower your standards just to have somebody.
Galen knows on some level that Sheldon's not the man for her, but she's replaying lessons learned from childhood.
Don't let anyone use you. Even if you're by yourself, love yourself.
Okay.
But
My
don't
mom
let-
and dad divorced when I was 3. And when I was about 9 years old, I was in this routine where I would call my dad on the weekends and he would take me to the movies, or I say, Dad, I want to come over and spend the weekend. And I had the best time with him. And one day I up and said, you know what? I'm always calling my dad. I want him to call me. I said, I'm not going to call him anymore. I'm going to wait for him to call me. And he never called me. And from that day on, that's when our father-daughter relationship ended.
Don't let anybody bring you down just so you can say, I got a man.
You shouldn't have to call your dad to come around. He's supposed to come around on his own. So what did she grow up learning? That you have to pursue men to get them to pay attention to you.
Maybe this event, this speed dating event that we're working on together will, give him a chance to redeem himself.
Every time we talk, he's redeeming himself from where he messed up.
When I go to events, people always have their significant other with them. You know, I want to be like a Jay-Z and Beyonce, like a Will and Jada. Why can't it be like a Galen and Sheldon?
You can't go in the bottom of the barrel and then expect to be.
You don't know what Jay and Beyonce really got going on.
Right. I'm proud of Galen, but I think she does too much for other people. Guys are good, but if they're not doing the things that you think you need, then that's the wrong one.
Thanks, Shorty.
Okay.
It is very sad that Galen can't see her own worth the way that her mom and I see it. Galen deserves happiness within herself, happiness from friends, and any guy would be lucky to even have her as a girlfriend and a potential wife.
Earlier this evening, I was here working in the middle of a great song. And my phone rang, and it was Galen. She sounded very disturbed and down and depressed, and she told me that she just bust out and told me her dad passed. And it really threw me for a loop. It was like, I immediately just started comforting her and asked her, what can I do, and told her I'll be there. Well, it got really late. I was working all night. I needed to get stuff done right then.
Sheldon, why are you doing this? Can you at least be considerate enough to call me? Give me an update. Are you planning on coming back? What is happening? He said that he would come to Griffin and see me. He never came. This is not cool. You said you were going to be here. Where are you? Please call me back, please. Bye.
If it's not about Sheldon, he's not interested. And so that's an indication for the relationship. It's about Galen. I'm not interested, even in the most devastating of events in which any partner would be there, even in the midst of conflict, to support you.
This is not somebody from my high school that died. This is my father. You should be here, for me.
She was devastated by it, and Sheldon was not there. To me, that's cold-hearted.
I was floored. This girl's father just died. And you're telling me you're too busy to take your girlfriend wherever she needs to go?
Talking about the father here, the person that made her. So how could you not be there?
I'm using audio.
Don't use audio.
I'm using the motif.
When we look at Sheldon not going down to Griffin to support Galen, it really is indefensible. But this is not a change for Sheldon. He hasn't been there emotionally for her in the beginning. It's just more of the same.
It was just hard to deal with the man that I had so much feelings for. And he said, I'll be there for you. I want to be with you. I want this relationship to work. And he did not come. Sheldon was nowhere around. I'm sorry.
Sheldon is just like the rest of the guys that you've dated.
It hurt me seeing you cry.
He wasn't there for you when your dad died. I don't even want to see Sheldon because of that.
I just been trying to prove to him that I'm worth having.
Galen, what if I dared to tell you that Sheldon is not the issue? The opportunity is truly with you.
It's time to let the relationship go.
Galen has been dating Sheldon for 7 months, and her friends and family have run out of patience for what they consider her blind acceptance of Sheldon's bad behavior. They're counting on this love intervention to be the wake-up call she so desperately needs.
Tonight is my launch event for Grits Production, the speed dating event. I love this spot.
Thank me. I know, thanks.
Thank you. Sandy is my business partner. Sandy came in and helped me out so much. And Sheldon is working on it with me. I hope it's gonna turn out great. I hope he's gonna see actually that we can actually work together and we will truly be the power couple of Atlanta.
There's the walkthrough for the event that's coming up. Fortunately, I won't be able to be there.
Well, come on, let's play right now. You about to eat. Yeah, who got this? All right, you might get a little running out. Let's get it.
Have other plans that I have to be at, but Galen is gonna hold it down.
Sheldon couldn't make it, even though we talked about that we were supposed to meet here. All of a sudden, he had a gig.
When I see Galen and Sheldon, I don't see a power couple. What I really see is Galen being the star and Sheldon just around for the ride.
I feel like Sheldon dropped the ball. You should be co-planning this event with me.
Galen is a helper, so she attracts men that need help. So when she asks Sheldon to help her, she really is asking him to act out of character.
We're gonna go with something real classic.
Okay, we gotta call Sheldon to find out, because we're not gonna be here, so he needs to go to the venue and drop off everything he has.
Or maybe if it's another number, because usually if it's my number, he's not gonna answer.
Why
That
is
doesn't
that?
even make sense.
Why is that?
I don't know.
That's your boyfriend, right?
I'll ask Jesus when I get to heaven.
No, man.
No, we need to know that now.
He has all the
He's
stuff.
gonna be there at 5. He just said that. He's gonna be there at 5.
Yeah, you know you're a man better than me.
Yeah, that's the problem. I know. Sheldon has been unavailable all day, but I really needed him to help me do some last-minute things. I am on my way to the venue, and the way I'm feeling nervous about my event, but hopefully Sheldon was there at 5 to look around and make sure everything was good with the sound system. I just hope he gets there and helps out. Has Sheldon got here yet? He hasn't got here yet. Let me call him.
We only get what we truly expect, so until she raises her level of expectation, she's not going to get the love that she truly deserves.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out. My name is Galen Ferguson. This is speed dating. You know, you may meet your match tonight. You may meet your soulmate tonight, so enjoy yourselves. Everything's getting started right now, so I hope everybody finds a match tonight. My match is supposed to be Sheldon, but he's not here. Nice. This looks good. You're looking good. I'm glad you're not dating. You get stolen.
Even when Sheldon showed up late for the speed dating event, she didn't confront him. She complimented him on how good he looked.
I'm about to sit with.
Who you about to sit with? With me?
Once again, Sheldon was detached.
I was so hurt because he did not hug me. He did not address me. Hey, babe, it's good to see you. He was already late. Whenever I was near him, he was like, oh, I gotta get a drink. And he walked off. We never spent more than 10 seconds together in the same space.
He just doesn't get emotion. He doesn't really get connection. He doesn't get people. If it's not about Sheldon, he doesn't really get it.
Sheldon does not deserve Galen's love. Sheldon, I don't even think wants Galen's love.
Galen is settling for unavailable men because that's what she's known. Her relationship with her father has had a significant impact in that she learned that the only way to get men to come around is to call and chase them. So she has brought that same pattern into a relationship with Sheldon.
I confronted Sheldon at the speed dating event. He seemed real nonchalant about the whole situation.
I don't know what's been going on between y'all. I ain't heard nothing but bad things. You know what I'm saying? But what really pissed me off the most, honestly, bro, man to man,